All right, welcome to the show. 6:08, Mark Arum with you for only an hour tonight. Then I'll turn the keys over to the coach, Kirby Smart, for Bulldogs Live. We got a lot to do and not a lot of time. Lil Sanjay will join us with Would You Rather coming up. All right, I just got a text from Taisha Fernandez. She's going to join us perhaps after 6:14 because I want to talk about a story that she's covered. Have you guys heard about the slider crimes, which I don't like the name of, by the way? You know what a slider crime is, Chuck?
No idea.
Deb Green, you know what a slider crime is?
I almost saw one the other day.
Yeah. So, Chuck, a slider crime is, let's say you're at the gas station pumping gas into your Chevette.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, someone slides into your car and takes off.
Oh, that's why I don't leave my keys in the car.
Well, yeah. I mean, because you're smart, but they're called,
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, which I think is very bad because sliders are great. You know, they're delicious.
Yeah.
Why are we naming a crime after a slider? They didn't do anything.
Oh, don't slander a good food.
They're fantastic. So there's been a rash of these, and I never really worry about them because A, I usually get gas in decent neighborhoods. B, I get gas during the day, not at night. And C, I don't leave my keys in the car and turn the car off.
Put them in my pocket.
But last week or 2 weeks ago, one happened at the Quick Trip on Howell Mill, which is my Quick Trip. And I was like, oh, all right, now this is getting a little too close for comfort. One happened this morning at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. on the south side. The
Bold move.
Yeah, bold move, Cotton. The key to this one is, this is one I've never heard. You know, if you're packing heat, you would pull your gun out and say, hey, get out of my car. This woman apparently didn't have a gun, but you know what she did have, Chuck?
Mace?
Even better.
What?
She had the thing that the gas nozzle.
Oh, she sprayed him.
She just sprayed the guy with gas.
Nice.
Ingenious. And the guy took off, left his shoe, like his shoe fell off. So they've got a piece of evidence now. I just think that's ingenious. Like, that's quick thinking.
Yeah. That's it. I'm impressed.
Like, she had a weapon there. She had 89 unleaded or whatever.
It'd take forever to clean your car.
Yeah,
that
true.
would take a long time to get that out.
Well, unless she was really good and it just boom. Like, It reminds me of that episode of The Office when Dwight pulls out the mace as Roy's about to beat the crap out of Jim, and he just goes right in his eyes. Like, that's how I envision this. So, Taisha Fernandez, she's still getting more, according to her text message on the Piccadilly hotline, she is getting more information and more details. I just think that's fantastic. That lady, I don't see if I have her name in the story here. No, they're not saying her name. This happened at the Texaco, by the way, on Roosevelt Highway at Welcome All Road. The victim said her car was turned off and she was holding the keys. Oh, so she had the keys in her hand.
Yeah, smart.
Stranger got into the car and tried to dry off in push to start vehicle. So it was a push to start vehicle. I guess if the keys are near you,
near it,
it works.
Don't you lock your doors? I always lock the door the minute I get out.
I don't. If I'm pumping the gas myself, I do not lock the door. But if I'm going in to get a sweet treat or a Coke or a bottle of water or something, or I will lock the door. But if I'm out there pumping,
I always hit lock the second I open the door. I just hit lock and.
You know why I don't do that? Because I had a car where if you hit lock, it would lock the gas tank.
Oh, that's
so
weird.
You can't get in there. So you have to unlock it. So I never lock it. But that's a great defense mechanism now to.
Spray them with gasoline.
Yeah, that's kind of. I give this lady credit. She should get an award from the Fulton County Police Department.
Gas comes out of that at a pretty high rate out of those nozzles. It's not just
at a medium pace.
At a medium pace,
it comes
it's coming out,
flying out at you. So I just wanted to start with that. And again, we're going to hear from Taisha. Has anyone ever had anything like that occur? Any slider crimes? Where someone tried to steal your car, or I guess any auto theft stories, 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Oh, this is from Taisha on the Piccadilly text line. She just got the video 30 minutes ago. I guess they have security camera video.
Oh, nice.
That's going to go viral. If they can release that, just this woman just going, just spraying the guy. Jason Byers on the other side of the takeout window in for Longoria. Any ever slider crime, anything close like that?
No one wants to steal my car.
No.
You've seen my car.
Well, I mean, I think I think the type of car doesn't even matter anymore.
Well, it's a stick shift as well, and no one can drive a stick.
Oh, yeah, you're safe.
That's a theft prevention device. I think it used to be the most stolen car was the Honda Accord because it was so popular and the parts are easy to sell. So like it's not necessarily, they're
I
gonna.
think the engine's super easy to exchange with like an Acura or something. I think you can just like drop the engine in another one. That's why it
is
was
it Honda
so
and
popular.
Acura that are the same manufacturer? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why the Civic was so popular to steal.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily, I've got a Mercedes, I've got to watch out, or I've got a Bentley, I've got, if you have a car that can be easily chopped up into parts, boom, it gets there. Also, I want to talk about this, 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Today was Scott Slade's birthday. I don't even know how old he is, to be honest with you. I was going to say, I'm not going to say his age on the air, but I don't even know how old he is. But I want to ask, because I think he's got one of the greatest voices of all time. Who has the greatest voice of all time, in your opinion? And it doesn't have to be someone on radio. Like, for me, greatest voice of all time, Sudden Sam Elliott. I love that guy's, you know who Sam Elliott is, Deb?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I love that guy's voice so much. 6:15, 89 degrees on Peachtree Street, but only a 7 on the Mark Arum Show back sweat meter. I had a nice shower come over my house right before I got in, so it wasn't too bad. So there you go. Have you ever been the victim of a slider crime? There's Taisha on the air. They just showed the video on Channel 2. She's on Roosevelt Highway, so we'll hear from her in just a second. And in honor of Scott Slade's birthday, who has the best voice ever? Robert joins us in Stockbridge. Robert, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you. Got a story about a slider crime.
Yes, please.
Wasn't me, but a buddy of mine was got a new truck and trailer, and he was out of the truck and standing back at the trailer doing something, and he heard somebody struggling to get the shifter into gear, and he looked, and the guy had slid into the seat and was trying to put it in gear, and so he pulled his gun out. He was behind him, had a gun with him. He held the gun up so the guy could see it, and said, "You better get out of my truck. I'm fixing to shoot you." And the guy tried one more time to get it into gear, but couldn't. And the problem was the new GMC pickup trucks won't allow you to put the gear shift out of park unless you've got the door fully closed. If you didn't shut the door.
How about that little safety thing?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to make me sound really old, but back in my day, criminals weren't so lazy. Like, these are just the slider crime, that's just lazy. Back in my day, you had to get one of those things to open the door. What are those?
Little Jimmy.
The Slim Jim.
The Slim Jim. And then you had to hotwire the sucker. You had to put work in it. That was a skill back in my day. Now, these lazy millennial thieves, I don't know if they're millennials.
They just push buttons.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, there's a car, the door's open, and the keys are there. I'm going to steal it. Where's the skill there? You need a Slim Jim, or at the very least, you had to break the window open and then hotwire it. I think we should all learn how to hotwire a car, though, just in case, for emergencies. No? They should. They should teach that in shop class.
It's really not that hard.
That's what they need to do.
Is it?
It's not that hard.
Yeah, on new cars even? Because I know the old.
I don't know newer cars, yeah.
All right. Jeremy's up next on the Mark Arum Show. Hello, Jeremy.
Hey, Mark, how's it going today?
What's up, brother?
I've got one for you for a great voice. You're right, Slade has a great one, but the one I got for you is Mike Rowe. That guy narrates almost everything.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, you hear his voice, it just calms you down. You had a long day.
You're right. Do you know who's another one? Liev Schreiber. He does the NFL films now.
That's a great one.
Yeah. What's the name of that show? Hard Knocks. Yeah, the voice of Hard Knocks. And they come to the tundra of Green Bay. Liev Schreiber. Great voice. Ted's
played as National General, so.
Yeah. Ted, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Mark, I was actually calling my wife. Actually was not really a slider crime, but she had this creepy van following her around, like from Lowe's. Then she goes to Chick-fil-A, follows her around there. Then she goes somewhere else, and she's like, "Hey, this freaking van is still behind me." So she actually ended up driving to the police station, and as she pulled into the police station, the van kind of crept on. So, but she drives a very well-noticed vehicle, and it was she thought it was a pretty close call.
That's the wise thing to do. Drive to a police station. Is there a non-creepy van? Is there such thing as a non-creepy van? I guess a minivan isn't creepy, but anything outside of a minivan?
Depends on how many windows are in the van.
A windowless van is very creepy.
Very creepy.
It's either a creepster or the FBI.
Exactly.
They're telling you. What's so funny? So I'm watching Blacklist again. And like the Americans, like I like those spy thrillers. And every time I start binge watching these shows, like I become the characters. So I'm like walking to the parking lot here at work, and I'm like
You're a little
scanning.
paranoid.
No, I'm like scanning. I'm like, all right, what for? Like I'm a spy. Like, what cars don't belong here? Like, there's Lot's truck. You know, it's so weird. Like, I have no spy skills, but I'm like, wait, that Civic wasn't here yesterday. Why is that? Who's parking in J Block's spot? Melvin's in Lawrenceville. Melvin, welcome to the show.
Hey,
Mel.
let me tell you something. In Atlanta traffic, when you are stuck and everything's going wrong, the voice from Captain Herb could get you straightened out in a hurry.
Oh,
It'd
my
make you
aching
happy.
I-285
I'm telling
toe.
Captain Herb here.
Yeah, I do miss his voice so much. You know what? We got to do a show, Deb Green, where I go through my audio files because I've got some old classic Captain Herb stuff. I don't have it ready right now, but yeah, I miss hearing his voice every day. I still expect him. I'm not even kidding, Melvin. Like, to me, he's not gone. Like, I still expect him to bust into the traffic center one morning with, a bunch of biscuits from Martin's and be like, hey, what are you doing, slacker? What you doing, slacker? All right, Slider Crimes, Taisha Fernandez, and who's got the best voice ever? That's what's on the plate right now. 404-872-0750. Outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB Talk. On Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. This is The Mark Arum Show.
Listening to The Mark Arum Show.
Thank you, Jane. 639, the Bananas and I at your beck and call till 7. Then Coach Kirby Smart and Bulldogs Live. Lil Sanjay coming up in just a second with Would You Rather. Debbie. Debbie's on the Mark Arum Show. Hey, Debbie, what's going on?
Hey, Mark. I just wanted to put my vote in for the voice that stood out to me would be Ernie Johnson from the Braves.
Oh, I was like, Ernie Johnson. I forget. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, Ernie
That's
Johnson, and also Gary McKee. My husband says Gary McKee.
Oh, is Gary still in town? Deb Green, you're a radio nerd. Is he still around? Or did he retire to Florida?
Anybody even remembers them?
That was before I lived here.
Yeah, I think he's still around. Gary, if you're listening, come on in. We'd love to have you on the show. Let's do Would You Rather, a little Sanjay.
It's time. Now, time for Would You Rather with Little Sanjay.
He's the guru, the soothsayer, the truth seeker, the asker of unanswerable questions. He joins us every Tuesday and Thursday on the Mark Arum Show. Abbreviated early edition of Would You Rather. Do you mind if Russ in Gainesville plays with us, Sanjay?
Oh, please. We love Russ.
Russ, you're going to play Would You Rather, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, you're gonna answer after Jason Byers. You're the last to answer. All right, first question, Sanjay.
All right, we're going to start a little existential. Would you rather have 10% more of everything you want or 15% less of everything you don't?
15% less of everything I don't.
10% more.
10% more. Chuck.
Give me more.
10% more of that elk steak.
Yes.
Jason Byers.
15% less.
Less of the stuff you don't like.
Yeah.
Russ in Gainesville, 10% more one-armed girls or 15% less. Yeah. What are you picking?
Yeah, I'll take the 10% more.
All right.
Thanks, Ralph. I'm on the radio, baby.
Next question, Sanjay.
All right, would you rather have a lifetime of financial stability or a lifetime of great health? They are mutually exclusive.
All right, hold on, Sanjay. I'm putting Russ on hold. He can't play right now. All right, give me that. I couldn't hear the question. One more time.
All right, would you rather have a lifetime of financial stability or a lifetime of great health? They are mutually exclusive.
I need clarity on my finances. I'll go great health.
Give me money.
Money, Chuck?
Yeah, I'm taking the money.
Taking the money?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think so.
Taking the money.
Taking
all
the money.
way.
All right, Sanjay. Next question.
All right, would you rather live in a society where people didn't say offensive things or one where people weren't offended?
People weren't offended.
Yeah, not offended.
Not
Yeah,
offended.
absolutely not offended.
Not offended.
Yeah, that was an easy one. All right, Sanjay. Next question.
All right, this is the last one. Would you rather always get a 50% discount on airline tickets for yourself and your partner or always get upgraded to first class whenever you fly?
The math works out about even on that.
I know.
He says, I know. I'll always get upgraded to first class.
Yeah, I'll take first class.
Yeah, let me buy coach and then bump me up.
Yeah, give me first class.
Yeah. What? Let's go
Very
back.
expensive.
Jason?
First class.
Can we go back to the Would You Rathers? Would I get a private jet again? I like that one a lot better than 50% off
time.
tickets.
Sounds
All right,
good.
Sanjay, good job on the quick Would You Rather. He is the official accountant of the Mark Arum Show. You can find him on Facebook, Brass Tax Accounting. Thanks as always, brother.
My man.
All right, there he is, Little Sanjay, or I'm sorry, Big Sanjay with Would You Rather. Dave's in Marietta. Dave, welcome to the program.
Hey, man, how you doing?
What up, brother?
Not too much. Not smooth and low, but very influential, Mr. Larry Munson.
Oh, the great voice of the Dogs, Larry Munson. So he retired. It came up, those Facebook memory things, Deb Green? It came up as a Facebook memory last week. 11 years ago, he stepped off the Bulldogs broadcast team because of health concerns. So he's been off the Bulldogs. Scott Howard's been calling the games for 11 years now.
Doesn't seem like that long.
No, it doesn't. It was 2008 where he stepped away. Steve's in Auburn. Steve, welcome to the program.
Hey, Mark, what's going on?
What up, brother?
What? Dave stole one of the ones that I had, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I have Sir David Attenborough.
Which one is that? That's the guy from Jurassic Park?
No, that's
his brother.
It's
his
brother.
He does the documentaries, the voiceovers.
BBC documentary.
BBC documentary.
Yeah, well, Deb Green can attest. English accents are very sexy.
I love them.
Yeah, that's why she married her husband. The only reason. Chad's up next to the Mark Arum Show. Chad, what do you have, buddy?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jim Nance, especially when he covers the Masters. It's as good as you can get.
The absolute epitome of class and taste. He knows how to savor the moment. Yeah, Jim Nance is fantastic.
Yeah.
I got a Jim Nance story. I don't know if I have time to tell it, though. It's not a real Jim Nance story, but another Jim Nance story. We'll come back. We'll finish up the calls, and then we're out of here. We're out of here like Vladimir. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. On Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. This is The Mark Arum Show. Final segment of The Mark Arum Show. Full show tomorrow night. Kirby Smart coming up at 7 p.m. with Bulldogs Live. Going to talk about that great Notre Dame victory. Patrick joins us on the show. What's going on, Patrick?
Hey, how you doing?
Excellent. What's up?
I got a couple of good voices for you here. I got they're both actors. First one's a personal favorite of mine. Does some great voices. J.K. Simmons from Whiplash and Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, from Oz.
Also,
He's Schillinger in Oz. Yes.
Yeah, and he's the voice of the yellow M&M as well.
Oh, nice. And he does those farmers commercials now. The Farmers Insurance. Love that dude. Yeah.
And then the best one you're missing so far, Jeff Bridges, who does the Duracell commercials. I think he did some nature shows too. But he's also got he made a country album. Fun fact for you if you haven't looked into that. Great. Yeah.
Hey,
great voice.
Patrick, do you like Star Wars?
I love Star Wars. Yeah.
All right, hang on line. We're going to give you the prize pack. Chuck's going to get some info from you. What did he win, Deb Green?
Star Wars, the music of John Williams at Atlanta Symphony Orchestra this Saturday.
Excellent. Angie's in Norcross. Angie, welcome to the Mark Arum Show. How are you?
Hey, sweetie, I'm fine. I got a slider story for you.
Yes, please.
On September 9th, I had stopped to pick up a smaller gift bag to put my grandson's present in, and so then I went to the gas station. Well, I put the new bag with his present in it on the floor of my car. I left the big bag sitting up on the seat. Well, I was pumping gas. I had my wallet under my arm and my keys in my pocket, but I didn't lock my door, which is very rare.
Yeah.
And this idiot opens the passenger side door, grabs the empty bag, and is running with it.
So he stole an empty bag.
Yeah, and I yelled at him. I said, "There's nothing in it."
There's nothing in it, fool. Thank you, Angie. Let's go back to Russ in Gainesville. Russ, what's cooking, buddy?
Hey, sorry about that background noise.
No, it's all right.
Try to tell two girls to be quiet. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, you're living your best life, Russ. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I like it. I wouldn't trade with anybody, really. I like everything I've got, yeah.
Listen, Russ, we just want to swim in your wake, as Chuck once said. We want to swim in your wake. So you got anything big? Any big news?
Well, the Cadillac broke down, so it's very expensive to fix. I'm not sure if I'm going to fix it or not,
you know
or
what?
just buy another car.
Call my buddies at Rocco's European Garage. See what they say.
Okay.
All right. Don't drop my name or anything. I don't know you, but just Rocco's does good stuff.
Okay.
All right, there he is, Russ in Gainesville. Dan's in Woodstock. Dan, you're on the Mark Arum Show.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
I got two voices for you. They're no longer with us, but always remembered.
Okay.
First is Paul Harvey.
And that's the rest of the story.
And Wolfman Jack.
Not Wolfman and Donna. who sold us cheap
That was a great
furniture.
voice, too, though.
Yeah, that was a great voice. Yeah, Wolfman. It's Wolfman Jack. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, he was awesome back in the day. Good stuff. Jason, you got any? I'm still. No one's better than Sam Elliott in my voice, in my opinion, as far as a good voice goes.
I mean, you can go cheap and go Morgan Freeman, but I would have gone James Earl Jones.
Yeah, I think Morgan Freeman's better than James Earl Jones.
Yeah, but, Darth Vader.
Understood.
Kind of a special place in my heart.
Deb Green, you're an autistic wizard.
My favorite voice.
Audio wizard, not autistic wizard. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, who's got the best
who
voice?
I love to listen to?
Yes.
Probably Alex Turner. You guys don't know who he is.
Oh, Alex Turner from that thing.
Yeah,
that guy. He's awesome. Chuck, who's your best voice? Little John Wayne, maybe?
Ooh.
Longoria? Longoria's got a good voice, too.
He's got a very good voice. I mean, my favorite's still probably James Earl Jones.
Yeah. I mean, they're amazing, but I think James Earl Jones is not as good as Morgan Freeman. I think Morgan Freeman...
He's a better narrator.
Yeah.
I just like
pure
James
voice.
Earl Jones better.
That's because he says, "This is CNN." And that's Chuck's favorite network, so that's why he likes it.
My absolute favorite,
All
yes.
right. Let's do star of the show there, Jason Byers.
And now, are you guys ready for the Mark Arum star of the show?
Have you gotten one in a while, Jason?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to give one to Maya. Maya came in tonight on the show. She gets star of the show. Maybe her first ever? Is that your first ever? Second. All right, she's getting spoiled now. We got a big show tomorrow at Deb Green, including comedian Pete Lee, who will be in studio, Brittany from Access Atlanta, and whatever the big breaking news of the day is. So we got you covered tomorrow. We'll continue the conversation on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum, Facebook Mark Arum WSB. 1 day left to buy my headphones signed by Erickson, Von Hessler, Slade, Clark Howard, and me. Just search WSB Radio on eBay. In the meantime, go to sleep, little baby.
Don't you weep, pretty baby.
Guests of the Mark Arum Show stay at the All Suite Omni Hotel, located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile.